Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 2nd to May 8th, 2022. This is a general reading, so take with you whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To get a deeper view into your week, be sure to check out your readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So we're going to be looking in this first column at the life lessons you've been learning. And in this middle column, we are looking at what you don't see coming this week. In this last column, we're going to be looking at messages from your guides and guardians. We'll go ahead and go through meanings of the cards and do some further clarifications. So, in what you've been learning lately, freedom. Live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. So, perhaps there has been maybe some prior situation where you had not been living your life the way that you wanted to, but it seems that really you are kind of going nonstop. You've got Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Magician. So here, if you're looking for love or have been looking for love, it could be that you've been having a really good time. You are, I see you as the Queen of Wands energy here, which is just vibrating with energy and attraction. You're very attractive to people right now, and you might be drawing in these Knight of Wands individuals. I would say, live it up, do what you need to do, be you. And if you are looking for something a little bit more long term, just keep in mind that the Knights of Wands, they really pursue where there is they're drawn to. They're looking for the adventure. They're looking for excitement, the adrenaline rush. So they're not quite as mature as you, and not quite, in the place of looking for long-term relationships. But, if that's not what you're looking for, that's fine. But you have such an energy right now that perhaps you could change someone's mind. You also have the Magician, so it could be that you've been really feeling more confident lately. You've been feeling that you are more aware of your surroundings, your abilities, and perhaps even noticing that some things that you want to happen kind of happen. Maybe you are thinking about someone, hoping that they'll reach out, and they do. Something along those lines. In terms of what you don't see coming, you have pair of shoes, coupling, partnership. So in this, for this card here, it is a sense of someone could be coming into your life, could be coming back into your life even. This is from the Southern Gothic Oracle, and the guidebook talks about a tradition of how, you know, there would be, if someone had been left by a lover, they would possibly put out, a pair of their old shoes to see if they'll come back into their lives. But also, the card has to do with really knowing who you are so that when you do meet your, other shoe, that you are a strong partnership. So you have here the 3 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and 4 of Cups. So it seems like this, you know, energy of having fun, being just full of excitement, this freedom, this living wild and free, definitely living wild and free, is kind of, possibly um, spilling into your nightlife, your friendships. Um, this card, sometimes when I see it, it makes me think of someone who's just partied a little bit too hard. And with the Ten of Swords, um, it is kind of hitting rock bottom, but also seeing the dawn of a new day and being able to really, um, you know, look at things with a fresh set of eyes and opportunities. So it seems like what you don't see coming, could be in relation to you hanging out with your friends, um, and possibly partying too much. Who knows? We'll do some clarifications. And in this row or this column here for um, advice from your guides and guardians, you have facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connections to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. You have the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Seven of Wands is definitely a card of inner conviction, knowing who you are, knowing what you stand for, and standing your ground. Here you have the Ten of Wands, where it's a sense of perhaps a goal that is um, a little bit too extensive. You're putting too much on your plate to make it happen. Um, you have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So it could be that you are coming to the end of a cycle and you'll be able to start anew. But in the meantime, definitely if you need help, ask for it. If you need to delegate tasks and have that ability, that's something to consider. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is really, if you want to stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are, this Queen of Pentacles is definitely that. Basically, a sense of uh, confidence, connection with the environment, um, with those around the Queen of Pentacles, a sense of compassion, a sense of healing, and basically understanding self worth, self care, and really managing life well, managing responsibilities and resources well. So let's do some clarification. Let's look at the Magician here and the freedom life lesson that you are learning. You have the King of Pentacles. So definitely recognizing your abilities. You have experience, life experience. You have, some amount of financial security or ability to manage your money, as indicated by this Queen of Pentacles here. And it may be that um, your kind of confidence could be related to a parent or a mentor, uh, a superior at work, maybe even a friend of yours that is really um, good with business, good with money, but it seems that you are kind of perhaps like learning how they are, um, not necessarily just learning how they're doing things, but you are seeing how you can really have exactly what you want, and um, you're coming into your own with that regard. So let's look at the Queen of Wands over here, Scorpio. You have the Two of Wands, so it seems like you have choice, you have options, you can really do whatever it is that you would like. Um, this sense of freedom, choose your freedom, you're definitely choosing to step into your power and possibly going outside of your comfort zone, um, adding a little bit more, what's the word? Swagger into your walk, a little bit more um, divaness. Doesn't matter what your um, gender, sexual orientation, sexual identity, um, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You are just living large and vibrating with energy. So let's look at the Knight of Wands here. You have the World card, which is about um, completing a journey and starting over again. Like I said, um, Knight of Wands, they really are kind of chasing. I don't know why I thought of that movie Twister. Is it from the 90s? Early 2000s, where they just chase tornadoes. And they're studying, weather patterns in tornadoes and things like that. But that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking of with the Knight of Wands. Definitely living wild and free. This could be you. This could be people that you're attracted to. But either which way, it seems like you're having fun, the people around you are having fun, you are experiencing new things, and really uh, kind of recognizing that you are being protected. Like the traditional world card has um, angels, like it has what is it? The eagle, there's like I think there's an angel, human angel hybrid. There's a bull, the lion. They're supposed to, I believe, represent different, um, possibly different apostles, different angels that indicate like you are being protected in your journeys. So let's take a look at what you don't see coming. Let's look at the Ten of Swords. That's usually a really uncomfortable card to get. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also the 10th card in the Major Arcana. So here, the Wheel of Fortune, it's constantly turning. There's ups, there's downs. The best place to be when the wheel is turning is in the center. So you're not too thrown out of balance. So if you need to, uh, you know, make sure you have everything together, kind of draw in from that Queen of Pentacles energy. This could be a sense of, slowing down a little bit, um, in your downtime. Perhaps meditate, get more centered. Definitely with the, Three of Cups, friends are great for support. I would say just if you sense any kind of like drama popping up, you might want to steer clear of that. So let's look at the Three of Cups over here. You have this Devil card. Okay, so if there's any drama in the friendship group, I would say, make sure you stay away from gossiping, you stay away from, you can do whatever you want. It's your life, your choices. Uh, it's your game to play. But in terms of trying to stay centered, which seems to be, a main goal, it's the center of these three here. You may have friends that lead you astray, might tempt you to do something that might not be for your best and highest good. Or you might find yourself in certain, you know, patterns when it comes to friends where you aren't feeling that you are considered highly in high regards. So definitely if you find yourself, um, you know, not part of a friendship for whatever reason, maybe ask yourself if it's worth trying to put out a pair of shoes for somebody to try and return. Or, this partnership could be any type of partnership. It doesn't have to be romance. It could be just platonic friends. It could be, coworkers, business. It seems like it has to do with platonic relationships. To some degree, it could be, whatever living wild and free you're doing could be rattling some change in the friendship group. So it's kind of doesn't matter what pair of shoes these are. Make sure that you're the one that's centered, because this is your life, your game to play. So let's look at the Four of Cups. You have the Four of Pentacles, and fours are about, stability and a sense of kind of being grounded, having structure. Four of Pentacles is more about trying to hold on to what you have. For some, it can be that you are, in a place where you are building up your finances to be independent and so forth. It's possible that that could apply to some of you. I'm seeing for the majority, or the main vibe I'm getting off of this is recognizing what's around you, being aware of what's around you, and not trying to hold on to something that's not for your best and highest good, or to hold on to some small scraps of something because you don't believe you deserve better or going to get better. Basically, there is, it can be seen as a limiting mindset, and just being, more grateful, being more, thinking that kind of like if you are able to let go of things, there's that concept, you let go of something, and if it, something you love, if it comes back, whatever. Basically, if it's not good for you, to let it go. If it comes back, maybe decide if you want to deal with it. Who cares if it comes back and it loves you, if you're moving on or think that you need to move on. But definitely, I would say this, what you don't see coming, may have to do with you being betrayed by a friend, you betraying a friend. Either way, you need to stay centered. You need to know you have the power and that there's always more coming. And you need to be the change that you want. If you want to have a connection with someone who is honest, um, caring, compassionate, whatever the situation is, romantic, business, platonic, then you need to be that, you need to be what you're seeking. And if you're thinking that you're in a position of lack, then you're pretty much seeking others that are in a position of lack. And it's not necessarily material. It could be, lack of compassion, lack of concern for others, lack of honesty, things like that. So let's go over here to the Ten of Wands, where your guides and guardians are telling you to, facing your fears. If your fear is being without, you know, an odd pair of shoe, I know it really drives me mad when I do laundry and I have just single socks and I can't find the pair of the other socks. It drives me mad, and I will have socks in my drawer for years and years and years because I can't throw away that one sock, because what if the other sock comes back? But don't follow my lead. Like I said, this is your life, your game. But really, if you can throw away the sock, if it's not a good match, then maybe that's something to consider. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. I think that's right. Okay, so let's look at the 10 of Wands. You have the Ace of Cups. So, for some of you, it could be that you might be afraid of asking for more in a relationship, asking to, spread things around. Like maybe you're the one that's always, picking up the tab, or I say always, but maybe not always. It might seem like that. Maybe you're the one that's constantly has to be the designated driver when no one wants to do that, or something along those lines. But really, you're gonna have, um, if you allow people to help you, that will kind of to help to help you, or you just don't take on more stuff and you force them to take their junk back. That's really going to put you in a place of not only taking care of yourself and recognizing your own wants and needs and putting yourself first, but really you caring for yourself is going to be the driving force for a lot of things coming into your life. So I know it might seem selfish, but you need to be that amazing, amazing shoe yourself, so that when, you know, uh, the other shoe comes in, you can make a great pair. I think I need to find different analogies other than shoes, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, or hopefully you do. So let's look at the Queen of Pentacles, because that's definitely a self-care. This is, to me, it's like a mama bear kind of energy, where uh, this person will have a neighborhood shindig. Everyone's invited. You'll have all the best, you know, things. I don't know why I thought of like 4th of July barbecue. You'll have hot dogs, hamburgers. You'll have, teriyaki sticks, carne asada. You'll have vegan options, gluten-free options, like everything. You come and you want to be rude to the other guests. You want to come and you know, destroy people's fun, or have attitude, or, drink too much and be loud. This person is not having it. So that's that's the energy, or the vibe that I get from Queen of Pentacles. You have 5 of Wands. So definitely, if there's anything that conflicts, like any annoying energy that conflicts with the Queen of Pentacles wanting to have a, what's the word? Like a very happy, good, connected time, then this is going to squashed. And really, this is just, people having different ideas of what to do, how to act, what takes priority. And it's just minor annoyances and so forth. So, but the Queen of Pentacles is like, excuse me, can you please turn off your cell phone during the movie, type of thing. Like, really is not only thinking about themselves, but everyone at the barbecue or in the theater, things like that. So let's look at the Seven of Wands. You have the Sun. And here in this Seven of Wands, you can see it's almost like there's this bright light in the center. Maybe that's the heart chakra or the solar plexus chakra. Um, but it's basically an inner knowing and just being like, it's fine if anybody is kind of questioning this individual or challenging this individual, because they are truly happy in their knowing of what is right, their inner conviction. And so with this Sun, it's almost as if it doesn't matter if it seems like, you're getting backed into a corner. You know who you are, and everything will be fine. Everything will come to light the way it needs to come to light. So it seems like you might have, been learning about being wild and free, and you're going to start needing to embrace a little bit more about who you're going to be wild and free with, and how to deal with things that are not what's not popular, and doing the things that um, you would like to do but are afraid to do because of how other people might see you or think about you. Definitely channel this Queen of Pentacles energy, and I'm hoping that this reading provides a helpful perspective of your week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.